All right, I've been wanting to make this video for a while. In this video, we're going to be covering the exact routine that will get you guys to profitability much faster before we get another one of those comments saying, "So why you tell us to work harder? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do." Shut your mouth. Watch this video, sit down, grab some popcorn, grab your fucking cat, figure it the fuck out, sit down, take notes, and apply everything in this video. I promise you, you'll see progression much faster than you typically would. Now, one thing I want to preference before we jump into this video is I give extreme advice. I give advice to people who want change as fast as physically possible. If you don't care about time, and time is not of the essence for you, then dip. Don't watch this video. It's not for you. Before we get comments saying, well, you don't need to work hard to become profitable. Guys, you know I love you guys with all my heart, but at the end of the day, unless you have gotten more people to profitability than I have, your opinion doesn't mean anything to me. I've gone literally at this point, I think we're at a total of $2 million in payouts in my Discord. That puts it into perspective. I have to know what the fuck I'm talking about to some extent. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, the important things we need to understand. Number one, what are the mandatory things in our day-to-day life that we have? Whether that be going to work, going to school, giving our fish food, giving our cat food, giving our grandmother medicine. Figure it out. Whatever the things that are mandatory for you to do in your day-to-day life, what are they? Pause the video, write down on a Google Doc or a piece of paper the things that are mandatory for us to do. Great. Now that you've written all that down, let's get started. So you wake up 30 minutes before market open. This is a non-negotiable. I don't want to hear, but Salman, there's this guy and he wakes up and he just trades in bed and he's profitable. Guys, there's going to be outliers within everything. There could be a guy who literally digs in his butt all day long and becomes profitable. But at the end of the day, why would you want to dig in your butt and become profitable? You know? All right, I'm chatting shit. But seriously, it puts it into perspective. There's going to be exceptions within everything. There will always be an exception. I'm talking to people who want change as fast as physically possible. You're going to wake up 30 minutes before market open. You're going to look at the market. Number one, you're going to trade only within the first 30 to 45 minutes of market open. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear, but, oh, I have this lunch session or this PM session or I have this Asian session trading strategy. Guys, stop. First 30 to 45 minutes of New York AM has the most volatility of the day and it will allow you to become profitable much faster. So 30 minutes wake up before market open. Market open, great. First 30 to 45 minutes, take your trade. The second after you've taken your trade, you don't look for another entry. You don't spam a bunch of executions. You take a screenshot of your trade. Well, this is going to really blow your guys' mind. This is really going to blow. You take a screenshot of your trade. You go to Notion.com. You upload the photo into Notion and you journal. You journal what you thought and why you took the trade. Why is it that you took that trade? Oh, well, I don't know. Then you shouldn't have fucking taken that trade. Guys, you guys think you guys are going to become profitable and make a shit ton of money off the markets if you can't even explain why you did something. It's like, okay, imagine, for example, a business owner that made a shit ton of money. You ask him for advice. You're like, hey, business owner, how'd you make all this money? He was like, oh, I don't know, bro. I just made some calls and then everything worked out, bro. Like, no, that's not reality. No business owner has ever said that in his life. So you're going to take the trade. After you've taken the trade, you're going to go to Notion.com, upload the photo, a screenshot of your trade, and in Notion, you're going to explain your exact thought process, why you took the trade, right? What was the reason? How you felt? What were the emotions? I felt greed because of X. I felt fear because of X. Whatever the case was, whatever it was, figure it out. Great. Now that you journaled, what's next? So we need to identify what's mandatory. A lot of you guys have work right after trading or you have school right after trading. Great, you're going to go to school, you're going to go to work, or if you don't have any of those things and you don't have a job, great, you're going to go to the gym. Figure something productive to do right after trading. Don't be that guy that the second after he trades just goes back into bed and sleeps. That guy, don't be that guy. Now that we've gotten the productive shit, right, we've either gone to work, we've gone to school, or we've gone to the gym, we come back home, we're going to start off with 30 to 45 minutes of backtesting. Now, how do you backtest and why is backtesting important? You go to fxreplay.com and you get a subscription. I'm not even affiliated with them. I could be making money off you guys right now, but I just choose not to. Get yourself a subscription. It's around 20 bucks a month, 30 bucks a month. There is alternatives. If you don't have money, you can just do the 7-day subscription, the trial, whatever. You're going to backtest for 30 to 45 minutes. Now, the reason why this is important, why backtesting is important, is because you have an upper hand without having to risk your own money in the live markets. You can understand your model and understand it more in depth and speed run your way to profitability much faster. It's like some people will say like, oh, well, backtesting doesn't matter. It's not important. That's like you saying you have you have your final test in high school, right? You have your final test and you're like, oh yeah, I don't need to study. I don't need to study. I'll just figure it out when I take my actual test. Like, that's not logical, guys. Like, let's be for real. No, backtest for 30 to 45 minutes. You've came home from work, the gym, or school. You're going to backtest for 30 to 45 minutes. Now that you're done backtesting, what are you going to do? Rewatch one of my psychological videos that I've posted on YouTube. I give a bunch of advice to literally every single niche experience you guys can think of. If you have the problem of greed, if you have the problem of FOMO, if you have the problem of fear, whatever it is, figure it the fuck out. Once you've identified what your individual psychological problems are, rewatch one of my psychological lectures every single day to understand your brain better and to create solutions to your problems in terms of psychological problems. Now that you've done that, what's next? After you've backtested, you've come home, you've backtested, you rewatch one of my lectures, backtest again. So you've taken a little bit of break, right? Because what is that real work? Is sitting there and watching a YouTube video real work and understanding what your brain says and thinks? No, it's not. So after you've done that, you're going to go and backtest once more, 30 to 45 minutes, collect data, right? Now, what do I mean when I say collect data? What I mean by saying when I say collect data is understand why, based off of your own strategy that you trade, price action has done certain things or has not done certain things. So for example, if we sweep a low and it was a part of your strategy, you collect data on why we've swept that low. Well, we swept that low because price action came into this draw on liquidity here and it was an external draw on liquidity. Great. Now that you've written that down, you have all that collected data that you can then go look back at and understand why price did some things or did not do some things. Okay, after you have collected data, after your second session of backtesting, you also do that off your first session. What's next? If you are in a Discord mentorship, anyone, I'm not saying mine, I'm saying literally anyone, you're going to rewatch one video a day inside of that mentorship. A lot of you guys have the perception of saying, okay, I'm in a mentorship and I've watched all the videos and now I'm done. It's the end all be all. But it's the same analogy. Like, why would you not study harder? Especially for a thing that your life depends on it, right? If you make this your career, your life is essentially dependent on trading. So in order for you to be able to comfortably say, hey, this is my career, you need to understand yourself and your strategy as much as physically possible. So the way and an upper hand you can do that then creates that in your brain is being able to rewatch if you are in a mentorship, right? Your mentor's videos, whatever he's put in that Discord, rewatch based off of a specific thing about the strategy he teaches you. Let's say he teaches you draws on liquidity, and that is one thing that you really suck at doing, or fair value gaps, or discount and premium. Figure out the one thing in your strategy that you are not really the best at, and rewatch the video in that Discord mentorship, and do that once a day. So that way, that problem that you have is no longer there after a couple of weeks because you've been watching that video over and over and over again. While you're watching that video from your mentor, you're also going to take notes. You're going to sit there and take notes based off of what your mentor has told you. Now, same thing, I'm gonna repeat this from the beginning of the video. I told you guys, this is extreme advice and this is gonna be difficult, but it's gonna allow you to become profitable much faster than everyone else. So what do you want? You wanna become profitable much faster than everyone else? Great, do these things. After you've rewatched one lecture, let's say you're not in a mentorship, what should you do instead? If you have a strategy and it's based off a free strategy, for example, let's say you trade ICT, right? You trade ICT's 2023 model. You're gonna, instead of rewatching your mentor's video, you're gonna watch an ICT 2023 playlist video. You're gonna do that. Or if you have TGR's bootcamp, right, that's your strategy. Go watch episode X, right? That one episode that you are struggling on the most, you're gonna rewatch in that lecture. This is a non-negotiable. It's the same analogy, guys. If you are studying for a test, what gives you the highest probable chance of passing that test? studying as hard as physically possible. So you're going to rewatch whatever, either your mentors, or if you have a free strategy, which you shouldn't even be on this video, you should be figuring out an actual good strategy and buying someone's Discord or mentorship. But let's not even talk about that, because I don't want to start an argument in the comment section. But if, right, you aren't, you're going to watch, it's still applicable to you. Now, after we have done that, the last thing we're going to do on the day, one last backtesting session, one last 30 to 45 minute backtesting session, and 1 month should be around each set. So we have 3 sets of backtesting throughout the day. You should be backtesting 1 month. That's typically, if it's 2 or 3 months in that 30 to 45 minute window, that means you're rushing. And if it's more than a month in that 30 to 45, or sorry, less than a month in 30 to 45 minutes, that means you're taking way too long. So it should be around that ballpark window of 1 month in a 30 to 45 minute window. So we've done 3 months of backtesting. We've collected 3 months of data in 1 day. In 1 day. Like, same thing. That's going to fast track your progression and your success much more fast, simply because of the fact that you've collected 3 months worth of data in the span of what? An hour and a half, 2 hours, right? Is that going to help you or not help you? What do you think? Obviously, it's going to help you. Okay, last thing of the day, obviously the last session of backtesting. Now, what should you do? After you're done with your day-to-day routine, obviously depends on your religion, however you pray, you're going to practice your relationship with God. This is a non-negotiable. If you're not religious, figure it out. Do some baseline investing, or investigating, I should say, into religion and God. Don't be one of these guys who say, I don't need God. Bro, the amount of ego on some people genuinely amazes me. Like on one of my clipping pages, they clipped up me saying something about God and how you need God to become profitable. And some guy was like, God's not going to take my trade for me. God's not going to take my trade for. I guarantee you that person that commented and left that comment will never be successful. I can guarantee it. I will guarantee I would, if I had to put my entire net worth on it. Imagine being that much of a dickhead, sitting there on your phone, commenting on a TikTok video. Oh, yeah, God's not going to take my trade for me. Bro, that's not the point, you idiot. If day trading has such a low probable chance of actually working out, right, which is bullshit in the first place, but let's just look at it on a statistical basis. If day trading has roughly a 3% success rate in terms of 100 people tried, 3 people succeed, what gives you the highest possible chance of becoming that 3%? Having God on your side. Maybe he makes you lucky. Maybe you start praying to God every day and you actually wake up 1 minute before you were supposed to. And by you waking up 1 minute before you were supposed to, you ended up finding the best possible setup. But if you didn't pray last night, you woke up 2 minutes later and you missed that entry. Like, there's just hypotheticals that could happen. And the only way you'll know is if you try your best with God. I'll tell you guys out of my personal experience. The moment in which my life started to go the best is when I started obeying the laws of God that he has put in my religion, Islam, and as well as practice my relationship with God every day. This is a non-negotiable, bro. I don't want to hear shit from you guys saying, oh, well, I'm not religious or I've never been religious. Bro, it's not that hard. You could sit there for 20 minutes a day and figure it out. Find a religion that resonates with you the most and start praying on how that religion prays. Bless me, thank me. Anyways, figure it out, right? You guys, your goal is to make money, right? Your goal is to become successful, but what happens when you die, bro? Well, you're not going to take that money to the grave. You're just going to be dead. And then what? All that, the ICT 2022 mentorship for what? Thrown out the window, bro. You're dead. That's it. So while you're on your journey of profitability, you're on your journey to find success, make sure God is with you the entire time and have your relationship with him. It will only benefit you guys. I'm telling you, I swear on my entire family's life, if I did not have God in my life, I probably wouldn't have been 1/10 of where I am today. So take with that as you please. And that's the overall day-to-day routine. In summary, it's backtesting, forward testing, journaling, having a relationship with God, and taking your actual trade. If you can just do that and make that your day-to-day routine, come back to this video in 2 weeks. Just try it. Just try it. You don't need to do anything. I'm not telling and forcing you guys to do anything, but just try it for 2 weeks. Come back to this video in 2 weeks. If you said that, hey, none of this shit worked and this shit actually did worse than better than me, I will sell you $100. Okay, shit. That's actually, I'm going to be held in court for that. I can't say that. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But I promise you, that's the extent to which I can tell you guys your life will actually benefit and change. listen, please, just listen. I have gotten so many people to profitability just because I've instilled this into their day-to-day. Not exactly. Some people will do one thing and not do the other, but I'm telling you, if you religiously follow all of the things that I've mentioned in this video and try your best every day, I promise you it will only benefit your life and your trading 10 times. I promise you, just try it for 1 to 2 weeks. Come back to this video in 1 to 2 weeks and let me know if this has helped you. If it hasn't helped you, then I should just shut the fuck up and I should fucking stop posting on YouTube and everyone should look at me as a clown. But I know it's going to help every single one of you guys that actually does this. I know so. It's just the factor of getting discouraged, and it's hard work for a reason, right? But if you could just do it, I promise you, you will see so much progression. Anyways, folks, that's the end of this video. Now we don't have to get the comments in every fucking YouTube video. People saying, I don't know what you mean when you say work harder. I don't know what you mean. Bruh. Anyways, I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and this video helped you, start applying everything. And if it's helped you, leave a comment below. And yeah, man, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.